Benjamin Franklin once said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn." When I first read this quote, it reminded me on my own experience as a student. Sometimes when I just listen, I forget easily. When I practice, I remember better. But when I'm truly involved, when I feel excited about the topic, then learning becomes unforgettable. So, hello everyone, I'm Yuki Azzahra, and today I will present about viewing children's interests and giving support with meaningful input. As future English teachers, we have to make sure that learning is not just about memorizing or finishing words, but also about engaging children in ways that truly connects with their world. And so, the first material we'll explore is about how children's interests can become foundation of meaningful learning. Introduction to children's interests. Children's learning is most powerful when it is connected to what they like. According to Warden, interests are strongly tied to classroom methods and activities. If a teacher understands children's interests, the learning process becomes more engaging and doesn't feel boring. For example, when teaching colors, we can use toys, favorite cartoon characters, or even popular movies like Frozen. Simply, instead of simply saying this is red, this is blue, children can point at Elsa dresses and say blue, or Olaf nose and say orange. This makes lessons more meaningful and easier to remember. Now, let's imagine the opposite. If the teacher only uses black and white worksheet, children might lose interest quickly. But if we bring things they love like toys, game, or songs, suddenly their eyes light up. They don't even realize they are studying. They just enjoy it. And that's the power of connecting lessons to interests. Okay, now let's talk about why children's interest matters in learning. Interest is the engine that drives participation. When lessons are aligned with what children enjoy, they are more willing to focus, try, and even repeat activities. Let me give an example. If a child loves animals, they will quickly remember vocabulary like cat, dog, bird, and then we compare to a random object they rarely see. Or if a child is a football fan, we can use football to teach numbers. For example, Ronaldo scored 5 goals, Messi scored 3 goals. How many in total? According to Pinter, learning that taps into children's preferences makes knowledge stickier because it connects emotion with cognition. It's like a fuel for a car. Without a fuel, car won't move. Without interest, children won't move forward in learning. But once you give them the right fuel, suddenly they can go very far. There are multiple ways to discover what children are interested in. First, by looking at their treasures. These are the items they bring or talk about the most. Maybe a toy car or sticker book or even a carton in their backpack. Second, through a simple survey. Even with the young learners, you can ask fun questions like what is your favorite food or what do you like to play with? Children usually love to answer. Third, through their work, their drawings or crafts, often shows what they love. A child who keeps drawing animals probably has a strong interest there in animal. Lastly, using talking or writing boxes. These give children space to share what they like, either by speaking or writing a few words. Of course, not every child is open. Sometimes teachers must observe quietly, like watching what excited them during free play. All these methods help teachers design lessons that match children's real life. Okay, after identifying interests, the challenge is how to apply them in class, where every child has different likes. For example, some children might enjoy music while others prefer drawing or games. The solution is not choosing only one, but blending interests into activities. Misalnya, guru bisa membuat storytelling session where children illustrate the story. It's like drawing plus storytelling. Atau mungkin mengajarkan numbers lewat lagu. Jadinya music plus math. This way, anak dengan interest berbeda tetap merasa included. Teacher can also design group projects where each child can contribute with their own strengths. It's like one child draws, another presents, another sings. Selain itu, rotation is important. Guru bisa secara bergantian fokus pada interest tertentu di setiap pelajaran, sehingga semua anak mendapat kesempatan untuk melihat minatnya dihargai. And according to Helm and Katz, integrating diverse interests in project not only ensure fairness but also teaches collaboration and respect for others' preferences. Okay, now next to the giving support and meaningful input. Support plays a critical role in children's learning. When teachers consistently encourage and guide, children feel safer to try, even if they make mistakes. Without support, children give up quickly and fear failure, but with support, they progress steadily, building both skills and self-confidence. Vygotsky explained this through the concept of the zone of proximal development. Children can do more with guidance and they can do alone. And when they succeed with the guidance, they are motivated to try again. Scaffolding is basically a temporary guidance or support that teachers provide when children are learning something new. It comes from the idea that young learners are not yet fully independent, so they need a little push or helping hand before they can do things on their own. Nah, dalam konteks anak-anak, scaffolding bisa sangat sederhana. For example, when a child is trying to build a tower using blocks, at the first, teacher can model how to place the bigger one at the bottom and the smaller one on top. This short demonstration gives them a clue about the correct way. And after that, the teacher encourages the child to try again, but with less help. Step by step, support is reduced until the child can confidently build the tower without assistance. This also applies to language learning. For example, the teacher models. This is a cat. The child repeats, cat. Next time the teacher says, this is a and let the children complete cat. Eventually the child can say this is a cat independently. The key point is that scaffolding is not a means to make the task easier forever, but to create a bridge from I can't do that till yet I can do it by myself. Jadi anak merasa berhasil karena pada akhirnya bisa menyelesaikan sendiri. Sementara peran guru hanya sebagai fasilitator yang memberi dorongan, memberi arahan pada awalnya. This approach helps to boost children's confidence, motivation, and problem-solving ability. Teachers often expect quick answers, but not all children can respond instantly. Some need more time to think. Giving wait time is very important so that children feel respected. Prompting is another tool. For example, if a child forgets the word ball, the teacher can help by saying it starts with B. The small clue can help them recall the word. According to Brenner, wait time increases both the quantity and quality of children's answers. So sometimes silence is not a problem, it's a part of process. Children need more than just a verbal explanation. They thrive a stimulating environment. Visual bulletin boards connect lessons with a familiar objects. For example, board about seasons with a picture of rain, sun, or snow. Multisensory input ensure all learning styles are addressed. It's like a song, movement, picture, and object. A rich printed classroom exposes them to English constantly, making it familiar. Rules on the wall remind them of expectation, and the reward system like smiley boards or stickers motivate them in a fun way. Experts agree that this meaningful input creates structured yet enjoyable classroom atmosphere. Children feel safe, excited, and ready to learn. Before I end this presentation, let us take a moment to reflect on what we have discussed. We started by exploring how children's interests are connected to their learning, according to Wardham, and also supported by Pinter. When teachers are able to identify what children like, whether it is animals, colors, music, or stories, the learning process becomes much more effective. Anak-anak jadi lebih fokus, lebih semangat, dan merasa pelajaran itu bagian dari hidup mereka, bukan sekedar kewajiban. Then, we move to the second part, which is about giving support and meaningful input. We talk about scaffolding, white time, and also providing a rich environment. These supports are not just small strategies, but actually bridges that connect children from I cannot do it yet to know I can do it by myself. According to Vygotsky, this is exactly what makes children grow because they are guided but not overprotected. If we connect these two big ideas, children's interest and meaningful support, we can see the bigger picture. Education is not only about transferring knowledge but about inspiring, encouraging, and respecting children as learner. Jadi bisa bilang peran guru itu bukan cuma pengajar, tapi juga fasilitator, motivator, bahkan pendamping dalam perjalanan belajar mereka. And if these approaches are applied consistently, we are not only teaching English or academic subject, but also shaping children's confidence, creativity, and love for learning. That is the real purpose of education. From today's discussion, it can be concluded that learning becomes more meaningful when it is passed on children's interests and supported with meaningful input. And, of course, we all hope that these approaches can inspire us to be better in teaching and learning practices. Thank you so much for your attention and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.